So, I got put on notice yesterday.
It's very important that we combat Robert's constant dehumanization of the Germanic people.
Did you catch it? He knows my name, and he thinks that will rattle me. All because... 3 things. I lift things, I drink coffee, and I know things.
Oh, my favorite not Germanic pagan got a new channel.
Then I tell you about it. He thinks this is some kind of battle, and he's just giving me material to teach thousands of you. Oh, where are my manners? World, meet Warboy.
So I'm black, white, and Asian. You're not black.
After that, it was Soggy Bottom Boy. And now it's this. A lot of what he says has double meanings, so I'm going to call him Wolfstrudel. Notice the Sig runes in his name that he's appropriated. It's even in his name. And in World War II Germany, Wolf had some pretty specific connotations. But I digress. Why is he here?
But as a not Germanic pagan who only uses Germanic paganism to hate on Germanic people, I'm sure you must have some Germanic sources or some pagan sources for all of your, I don't know, anti-white hate? No?
Like his appropriation of those runes and misusing them, he wants to create a Kampf or struggle. His struggle. If you know, you know. Almost like a prepared talking point.
Important that Germanic pagans and Germanic people speak up for themselves against these not Germanic pagans who want to dehumanize us, because we can see what dehumanization leads to in Gaza. When these not Germanic pagans who work for the ADL and the SPLC come on here and dehumanize you, understand they're setting you up to be treated just like the people in Gaza.
We have established that he likes to speak in layers, to his people. And in order for his people to be manipulated with this prepared talking point, he will need to stoke fear in other countries.
If this guy treats me the same way his ancestors treated my ancestors, this is going to be every girl I've ever slept with. This is going to be every girl I've ever been with. This is going to be American citizens attacked by these smiling faces who like to dehumanize everyone, by these ADL members and their predecessors and their descendants.
And if you disagree with him, you don't count. The amount of anti-Semitism that comes from this person has been going on across 3 accounts. This is just another excuse to use it. It's as palpable as the sweat on his nether regions. And if I disagree, well, I'm Jewish. Despite my grandmother being born in Oslo and immigrating here when she was 5. No, if I disagree, I don't count. You will not find these clips anywhere but here. I was at work when that video went up. Luckily, I am not alone and someone sent it to me. So if you would like to take on any of his assignments to prove him on certain things, here's a second one.
Can any of these non-Germanic pagans who work for the ADL or the SPLC explain to me, what do you think Wotan meant when he sent this raven to take down that flag? What do you think that meant?
This isn't a clash of blood or religion. This is me combating our old enemy from World War II still, to this day. You know, my grandmother married a Jewish man when I was about 5 or 6. My Saba. You know, he would call me Booby instead of Bobby. That's what my friends call me. You can call me Robert. I'm notorious for Tiger, though. Notorious enough where they're looking me up. I'm that much of a threat. And that's what I want. You all have seen me train. I have many motivations, but in the back of my mind, it's because of people like this. Just documenting this for sweaty posterior's sake. Because this is what I want my saga to be. Notice the anxiety, smile, and laughter coming from this person trying to laugh it off. But if you had to look me up, well, that's fear. With these talking points, you don't want me to talk. But that's like my whole thing, even in the ring. It's distraction, keep you off balance, creates openings like today. And as I ponder which laugh track to slap on this newtsie so that it is more funny, taking something trying to be scary and evil and turn it into a joke, I would like you all to go back and watch that again. What double meanings are there and what is he implying? Who is he talking to? Why would he want to silence me? Why would he want to silence you? Turn him into a human speed bump. If you excuse me, I got some training to do. I might be having guests. And well, if the dogs are gonna chase the car, Might as well give them something when they reach it. Wouldn't want to give cars a bad name. You know, this one's unique. He shows his face. He wants to be famous. Much like Christopher Polehouse of the Blunt Tribe in Ohio and Florida currently. Wouldn't it be ironic if he was made a laughingstock? Hypothetically, of course. They come here to this app for the algorithm. It doesn't matter if their accounts are disposable, they still get a few people. It's called red pilling. I like to call it pillow fighting. He is a pillow fighter. He preaches don't dehumanize, but he has a very cultivated image. He'll mock your race, your body type, if you're smaller than him. Realize that this is a flaw. He is showing his insecurities, his lack of wisdom. No, I won't be gatekept. Will you? He doesn't want us to get involved, so they can hurt people. He will try to be loud and scary. Don't let it rattle you. This is what they want. To occupy space and take advantage of this algorithm. No, you good folks have shown me something this week. Despite having a respawn, you always got my back. And I'm not going to stop. Should they catch the car? I don't know what my count is at, but please put hash marks on my tombstone. Let it serve as a warning. If I'm willing to jump out of an airplane into complete darkness in a foreign country and handle it, well, let's just say I'm not going to make it easy. And kid, if you try to get in this car, make sure you bring a towel before you sit down. Fucking turnip! Ah, cha 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 cha.